Hello everyone, so new restore video. Today it's a very special one. So in the bench I will be having a Erik Frost Jaktkniv, or hunting knife in English. It's a very special one, very old, from the 1910s, 1920s. As you can see, it's in really bad shape. It's also have a chip in the laminated steel. I know you can see it probably here. It's very rare. I only seen it a couple of times and never in a pristine condition. They are always in rough shape. The sheath is an Unica cellulose material. It's like a paper, a vulcanized paper. So first task is to mask the sheath. I will start by cleaning the hardware. I think the hardware is still just painter's tape. So first thing is to use some abrasive to start cleaning the rust and pit. There's some pitting on the steel. I start by using steel wool and some metal polish. Like I said earlier, I always like to start very light, and if needed I will go to more abrasive materials. I want to remove as little as possible from the material. This is elbow grease, so you have to scrub and scrub and scrub and sand and scrub until most of it. I will, as you will see it in the final product, I will not remove everything, but I will remove most of it. I also use these pads from 3M, the fine and super fine. They are really cool. They have been given by a good friend, Jaime. I'm needing some more pads. Another trick that I also sometimes use is tin foil, aluminum tin foil from the kitchen. It also do a good job removing the more coarse rust. And for final polish, we use again some metal polish to tighten it up, and some paper towel. They turn out good. As you can see, there are still some dark spots, but to remove them I will have to go to a very coarse sandpaper, and it will probably cause more damage than good. Now I will go to the sheath. I start by using some isopropyl alcohol to clean all the gunk that has been accumulated for more than 100 years. There were also some paint spots that I used my Morakniv, my small 1.0, to scrape it off. I will use 1000 sandpaper just to sand on and smooth all the surface. I'm not going to remove a lot of material, just to any debris that is still hanging on, just to smooth it all up. Now I'm going to treat the belt loop. As you can see, I think you can see it, this belt loop is attached using what they call the bike the bike style lock on the back, and it's very clear, indicative. You can see it here, very indicative that early on, very old. So I used some leather wipes, special leather wipes, and now I'm applying some leather balm to replenish the leathers, put some oils on it. It was very dry. You probably seen it earlier, the back of the sheet is the stitching is all messed up. I will use some epoxy. I tried to stitch it up, but it wasn't easy, so I will try to glue it up with some epoxy. I still haven't found a good way to repair the back of this style of sheets. So I use a clamp to close it up, and then I will fill the gaps with more epoxy. So now let's go to the knife. The knife is in really bad shape. A lot of mushrooming on the back, and you see the damage on the lamination. The lamination on the front. I will start by using a file to remove the mushrooming in the back. The guard is also a bit loose. Has a lot of grinding. So I'm pinning up the tank and the handle. In the end it was not 100%, but well. So to the shortening stones, diamond shortening stones, to redo the edges, the bevels. And now I repaired the tip. The tip was broken. You can see I'm going to mark. I'm going to start from the back and grind until the mark. I always repair the tips, the broken tips, from the back, never from the edge itself, but from the back and go down. Some cleaning, and now some sanding. I'm using a file with some sanding paper to get a perfect straight and flat surface. I'm going to use some sanding paper to clean up the ferrule, that part, that brass part. Now removing the old finish on the handle. It's very crumbly. It's an old varnish, and there is a big hole. I use some of the material that I scraped and use some super glue to fill it up. And it works great. Almost looks natural in the end. Now some linseed, raw linseed oil to put back some oils on the wood. Wood is more than 100 years old, so it's very dry. Now I'm applying some top finish on the sheet. I will apply in the video is only one layer, but I will end up applying 3 or 4 coats. And also applying some coats in the handle, and while you can hear in the background my little boy is causing mayhem. And it turned out great, and I love the wood in the hand. The wood handle is magnificent. It was all curved up with the old finish, but after the new finish, it really pops up. It turned out great, not factory clean, and still the delamination. I don't know how to solve it, but it turned out really great. I love it. It's one of the rarest ones you can have, and now it's in my collection. Thank you guys. Hope to see you soon.